Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem HaKodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Alright, so quick lesson. I have to run, but the Spirit is on me to bring out that video, especially because the brother mentioned that a point yesterday when we were doing the French French lesson, the French sit down. We were going into the decree that Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, signed concerning the dissolution of IUIC in France. And one thing that they opted out, one thing that they refused, or they to mention, is the concept of slavery, because that also is mentioned in the scriptures. I'll bring it out in Proverbs, so like at Revelation 13, and I'll start at 9, and it reads, if a man hear, let him hear. So like, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So again, that decree pertaining to IUIC in France portrayed that organization as a wicked organization that promotes hate, that promotes violence, that promotes war, that promotes abuse on women, that has a hateful and wicked ideology against everyone except for the so-called blacks. So they used bits and pieces of precepts here and there, to push their points throughout. Most of the decree pushes a evil image of that organization. And again, as even if IUIC was not pushing, it doesn't have the full truth. Some things that they say comes out of the scriptures is according to understanding, is the right understanding, but they don't have the full knowledge. You see, so how much more us who have the full understanding, the real truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. How much more are these demons gonna come down with even more demonization, with even more propaganda against the man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So again, one thing that they omitted to talk about, to mention, is the concept of slavery, and how these other nations will have to submit and bow down and be in complete subjection to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and the Israelites in the kingdom to come. It says here in Revelation 2 and verse 20, I believe it's verse 26, and it reads, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. What does it mean to have power over the nations? It means that you will control them. It means that they will submit themselves to you. It means that you will have rule over them, authority over them. You see? And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. So these nations are going to be destroyed into subjection. They're going to have to be punished for the evils that they have done towards the children of the Most High. The oppression that the northern and southern kingdom have suffered by the hands of these heathen nations. They will have to pay. All right. You see, and that's one thing. One of the reasons why they didn't want to go into the topic of slavery, because they know that they're guilty. In that instance, if you, as it says, if you, in a sense, if you believe that the Most High is a power that recompense good for good and evil for evil, a power of righteousness, a power of righteous judgment, you Edomites, matter of fact, all you heathens are really guilty of having the Israelites in captivity. Pertaining to even Psalms 83, it says that the nations were confederate. Okay, they were in confederate against the Most High and against His elect. Okay, they were all in one consent to abase and keep Israel in the lowest state. Okay, to keep them in a level of subjection, to keep them in a level of oppression. Okay, it says here, to the nations. Let me see. Let me just get that what I just mentioned. It says here, Psalms 83. And I'll start at 1. Keep not thy silence, O Most High. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken a crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thine hidden ones. Okay, so their crafty counsels was giving us bywords and proverbs, taking away the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai from us, taking away our heritage and our identity, okay, who we truly are, how we are to worship the Lord. And they give us idols, okay, vain images for us to worship and to call Father, okay. Even if Israel was always rebellious and into following after idols, but it says that they have a zeal. Okay, so the Israelites, it's already inherent in us to seek for a higher power, to want to worship a higher power, because we know that there's something higher than us. Okay, we know that deep down in our spirit, we know that there's the Most High is there, because we are spiritual people to begin with. Okay, but again, because of stiff-neckedness, stubbornness, okay, the majority of our people refuse to turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, but again, it's the wicked that promotes that evil. Okay, the wicked, the other nations, okay, that keep us that invest. Let's say that invest to keep the Israelites in a state of darkness, in a state of death. Okay, unknowingness of who to turn to call for help when it comes to the spiritual side of things. Okay, so again, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsels against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So again, they were all in agreement. They are all in one consent to oppress the children of Israel, because they know that if we are in rulership, they will have to be in subjection. Okay, and again, even furthermore today, even more today, because they would have to pay for all these abominations and sins that they have committed, even unto today, even unto this day. All right, so yeah, man, it's a very important part of the scriptures, a part of our faith, as it says, the faith of the saints. Okay, that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So there's a great judgment that is awaiting these nations. All right, okay, so let's not forget that. Okay, or push that to the side, because that's a part of the blessings of the kingdom of heaven, to have these nations under our foot. Okay, to have them in subjection under the Israelites, under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, so hopefully this was a edifying lesson. I like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem HaKodash. Until next lesson, shalom, shalom, shalom. Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.